down smash. Not able to get the ledge guard. Oh!
The pen. Nexus is huge. Now you're gonna get spikes!
An amazing forward air, taking pain, going low, and launching up when it matters the most.
Alright, Yoshi versus Kazuya.
Yeah, and I forgot Anality uses the Mega Man Battle Network Nintendo Switch icon too, or Switch Online icon, whatever it's called. The online for Nintendo. Nintendo Online? Something like that.
The thing, the profile, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big Mega Man fan myself, Mega Man main in this game, so always hyped to see that. This is going to be, every matchup I see, I start thinking, wow, this is going to be miserable for Kazuya. And then Kazuya gets in.
And then something like that happens, and he's already at 40.
He gets that headbutt grab that just pops into that wild, you know, like any number of combo strings. Oh, that's a stun. That's he gets anything he wants off that.
Okay, getting the... I think he tried to go for electric Wind God Fist, but actually accidentally did the Wind God Fist, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, the execution on that is ridiculously tight. Not quite as tight as it is in Tekken. In Tekken, it's like a one-frame window. I think in Smash, it's like 3 or 4, but still tight enough to really be difficult to execute, especially like in a platform fighter where those inputs can be a little bit more difficult to put in while you're also managing your movement.
But yeah, Kazuya is like a completely different character from the Shotos and Terry. Mostly because he doesn't have too many command inputs. The only command input he really has is the Shoryuken one. But even then, it's not really used too often.
Yeah, that and the electric Wind God Fist, and I guess if the crouch dash as well. That's sort of an input. You don't press the button off of that, but it's yeah. And Anality really playing the spacing well here too. I know I'm talking way too much about like Kazuya tech stuff, but playing the spacing really well. Unfortunately, this gets caught out by that back air. So we're gonna have Yoshi up here just to stop. CNEG. Ah, okay, cool. I'm making sure the player names match the online tags.
Why? I still don't know why Yoshi down air does so much damage. But yeah, I feel like Kazuya definitely struggles against Yoshi, and we're seeing that here. Because Kazuya is just kind of slow and doesn't have too much range, and has very, very situational moves. And when you use the wrong move, but that triple jab kills.
Just killed off of the flash jab, the flash punch combo. That's kind of, I didn't know they killed with that percent.
I mean, he was at like 170-ish. Anality already has rage on second stock. Will he use the rage drive, or will he? I assume he'll try to save the damage multiplier, because ooh, nope.
Oh well, won't be saving it for very long.
Nope.
Yeah,
the funniest part is
playing this well, like just playing the spacing really well and just staying out of range of Kazuya's more threatening options and waiting. You know, a lot of Kazuya's stuff is kind of frame, like kind of end laggy. Not terribly so, but enough that a character like Yoshi can definitely weave in between moves and get those hits in.
Yeah, that is something that kind of sucks about Kazuya. But the funniest part is, I feel like Kazuya is technically heavier than Terry, but I feel like he dies way faster.
Yeah. It's kind of strange. Your disadvantage as Kazuya is kind of rough as well. You don't have some of those moves like the Shotos have that are a little bit better at getting out of disadvantage, even though theirs is still, you know, kind of rough, but Kazuya is even more so. And your up B is kind of your go-to get me out of disadvantage card, but if you don't score the hit with it, you just end up way up in the air and you're still kind of in this juggle situation. We're seeing that now, Anality kind of popping that as a preempted defensive option. Able to actually land off of that though with the forward air. Ooh, almost dead, but not quite.
Oh, no, that's dead. Yep. Yep.
No spike on the forward air.
And yeah, that's about what I expected to see when I saw a Yoshi versus an FGC, especially Kazuya.
And I will say, I do feel like out of the Shotos, Kazuya is probably going to be the most difficult one to play in an online environment. Because you really do, even more so than the Shotos. It's even more polarized in that sense of, you know, the Shotos are usually, okay, we have trouble getting in. If we can make them play our game, you know, we can land these big combos, do a ton of damage, blow people up really fast. Kazuya is just that, but even more polarized at times. You have even less ways to get in, but you just get even more off of your really technical, input-heavy, you know, combos and strings.
Yeah, because Electric Wind God Fist has a disgusting amount of uses, but that move is incredibly hard to use.
If you can hit that input, though, it does everything you want it to do. But we got Terry out here now. No more Kazuya. Terry, I think, probably a little bit more reliable of a matchup here against a character like Yoshi. Has some options, some burst options that are, you know, a little bit more distance than Kazuya has, and is a little bit simpler on the inputs as well for a lot of the more extended strings. So.
Yeah, and Power Wave is definitely a better projectile than Devil Blaster, in my opinion, because Devil Blaster may have more like versatility in range and height, but Power Wave is just safer.
Yeah, exactly. Power Wave is just a safer way to pressure at a distance if you can't get in. You know, make someone come to you, especially if you've got that lead, don't want to move in. He's also got these go moves, which are just about online. So we might be seeing a couple of those come out right now. Anything like that lands, you know, the Buster Wolf or the Power Geyser, he's going to probably take a stock here, but he's going to need to get back to the ground first. CNEG just not letting that happen right now.
Ooh.
Up smash had a shield, too, to catch the Power Dunk.
Yeah, but something I'm noticing about Anality's gameplay is he doesn't like just using the go moves. Oh, that is the stock, though? Ooh. That is a battle reset at 540-ish.
Yeah, but, two stock.
Anality doesn't like using raw go moves. He always tries to combo into them, but sometimes you just can't land those combo moves, and those go moves do kill like crazily early. Oh, but that forward air will lead to a jab power dunk. Zris at 50% right now. Both at about 50%. Getting a grab out of that. Not really getting anything out of it, though.
He's looking very, very even right now. CNEG having a little bit of trouble getting back onto the ledge here. Anality looking for the stock there. Power dunk, not going to quite kill at that percentage, but definitely getting close. The threat is there.
Oh, yep, there it is.
That's going to do it. 2 down tilts into the, oh, I forget the name of that one.
Burn Knuckle.
Burn Knuckle, there we go. I see so many fighting game characters now. I can't remember the names of all the moves, but it feels important. You got to know those names. It's a flavor, you know?
Yeah, it does add flavor to commentary. But yeah, Anality, I'm honestly shocked that that down tilt connected to the burn knuckle, because fun fact, 2 down tilts don't actually combo into burn knuckle. It's not true.
Oh, just throw the Power Geyser there as the anti-air, sent CNEG way out. Not going to be enough to kill, but 121 now. Just about anything will. It could be one of these go moves. It could even just be a power dunk or a good burn knuckle.
Or dash attack.
Hey,
the 2 stock.
That works. And that'll bring us up to 1-1 on the set. You know, that definitely looked a lot more difficult for CNEG to deal with. CNEG's still playing it, you know, very well, spacing out a lot of these, you know, moves, but just unlike Kazuya, who's a little bit more limited with the movement, you know, Terry can get on you a little bit easier, pressure you a little bit easier at a distance with the power wave, and you can definitely see where that's changing the tide of this matchup a little bit.
Yeah, but because Anality is definitely more comfortable with Terry than Kazuya. Kazuya came out, what, like last month, right? Ish? I think it was like June 29th.
Yep.
And a month is definitely not long enough to learn a character, especially if you're still in tournaments playing your old characters. So yeah, I feel like Anality was definitely more comfortable in that game than the Kazuya game, because yeah, he's been playing Terry for a while now and gotten pretty damn good with him.
Yeah, the you know, especially with the fighting game characters, there's a pretty steep learning curve there, and it's pretty difficult to just jump into a new FGC character and just play it, you know, optimally. It's not like, you know, moving between like 2 other similar style characters anywhere else on the Smash roster. But yeah, so going into this next match, I see that we're okay. Where are we going stage-wise? I think that signifies that we're going to have a stage swap because we didn't just jump right back in. So CNEG probably picking something a little more combo heavy. Smashville, okay.
Smashville is probably not a great stage for Terry because the giant platform in the middle. Oh, nope, he's already at 50. All right, never mind. Take back what I said.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, even if the stage is bad, you misplay just a little bit and Terry gets in on you and the percentage starts racking up. CNEG going for an early dunk, though, just trying to knock out some stocks early. Didn't quite catch it, but really looking for those opportunities regardless.
Anality trying to go for a A back air. He probably meant to do input crack shoot. One of those two. Anality is really good at hitting these tiger knees, I believe it's called. Where you jump and then immediately power dunk.
Oh, CNA caught with the command grab out of power dunk to get the egg lay. That's some very specific spacing to line that up. But you got to get those ins wherever you can get them. And CNEG is doing their very best thing to happen, using that platform as kind of cover to just shark from underneath of to keep that juggle situation going. But Anality able to get back into neutral.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Power dunk. There goes that stock. Anality going to be one stock up.
Anality seems to be using a light power dunk a lot more than heavy power dunk, which I'm not quite sure why, because especially when you get jab power dunk, unless your opponent knows how to SDI, you're most likely hitting the power dunk, so you might as well do the strong version.
So I'm going to wager a guess here, and I could be incorrect, but I have a feeling it has to do with the fact that Yoshi is as floaty as he is. That is a character that is more likely to just bounce out with good DI in those situations, so that may be the reason. I'm not sure, though. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, that is fair, but I just see that a lot with Anality, no matter which character it is.
Ah, okay.
All right, we do have the go sauce from Anality here. Will we be seeing anything? Oh, yep, not shielding in time. That is unfortunate for Zris.
So much. That stock got taken so early too. Like, that's just such a rough place to be. You really have to it's so weird playing against Terry. You really have to gently ease Terry up to 90% if possible, and then just try not to ever let them out of disadvantage ever again until the stock goes, because as soon as you're back in neutral and you've got to worry about the threat of those huge moves that can just take your stock at those very low percents, it can really mess with your game plan and mess with your mental a lot.
Yeah, I'm noticing Zris is not really using shield out of a lot of these combos, because I believe Anality whiffed the down tilt with that jab Buster Wolf.
Oh, which, guys, catch the ledge.
That's
too.
The 3-stock!
3-stock from Anality to finish that up. That was big. Just kind of threw it out there on the ledge too, and Yoshi recovering high. It took just a little bit longer to click that ledge. Just enough time for that power geyser to come up.